him through there, and we hit him and knocked him down. We really jumped a lot of people up in there. Ricky Hughes was one of them, and Lebanon jammed up the middle, expecting Columbia to run right up the middle, and they got pretty good yardage on their first drive of the second half. That time he gained a yard.
Lebanon's 49 now.
Maybe got a yard and a half. They put it just across the 50 on the 49 and a half. 5:41 to go, third quarter. Lebanon and Columbia. Lebanon staying with that 50 defense, Cantrell's the nose. Hasty is the tackle on this side. I think Halls is on the other side. Wide split to the right, take the ball. Cooper looking over the middle, throw. Somebody hit him just as he threw the ball. I think that was Big Halls or Hasty knocking him down, both tackles in there. He was throwing the ball, and somebody hit him, and he threw it short, incomplete, and it's 3rd and 8.5.
Well, those white jerseys and pants are going to... It's going to take a lot to get those things clean after tonight. The field is in remarkably good shape, despite all the water that's on it, but the footing has been awfully treacherous.
Flanker to the right, split into the left eye set. Cooper's been at quarterback all night. Got Sewell out here wide, drops back, quick slant, can't find nobody. Now he does, threw it incomplete, threw it behind him, trying to hit his slant man, number 4, Tim Sewell. He looked to the left, threw to the right. Incomplete. Lebanon stopped them. They only got a yard and a half. And Bell will have to come in and punt again. Terry, they've punted a lot tonight.
Bruce, this will be their 3rd punt of the night. They had another punt that they called back because of a penalty.
So they hadn't punted as much as I thought they had, but Bell's a pretty good punter. Last one, he kicked very well down to the 1-yard line. Reeder this time will stand on about the 20. As he comes up, the coaches are hollering at him over there to come up a little bit. He's on about the 20-yard line or 19. Snap is a good one. Drop. Here they come. He'll have to run it. We'll hit him. We'll knock him down. Way back on the 33. That was Marscadelli that got him again. Also, there was Bryson. He dropped the snap. It was a perfect snap. Bell just simply dropped it. And another turnover by the Columbia Lions has given us great field position on a 33-yard line. Terry Stavert, how many turnovers they got?
Bruce, that's actually, I guess, still only 2 turnovers. That'll be a loss of possession because of downs, I would presume. Okay. He did lose 17 more yards. That's 2 times tonight. Bell has fumbled the snap on a punt for a minus 39 yards.
Actually didn't turn over right, Terry, but he did lose 17. Back to pass, out in the flat, there is Reeder. He caught it. He turns it up, tries to turn it up. Inside the 30, got to the 29, maybe to the 28 on a down and out pass. Greg Triplett on the money again. From the 33 to the 28, a 5-yard gain, just a simply down and out to Jason Reeder, a junior flanker.
Isn't that kind of like the old flood route they used to run out of the power I, where you just get so many receivers over on one side of the field? The defense has got to make a decision who they're going to cover, and Greg doing a good job of picking up Reeder, who seems to be open on that all night.
He did get 5 out of it. Take the ball, run that tall sweep that we've been running. Moss got it back in. He got 5, he got 10. He's going to the 5, and he's going to score. Moss run a tall sweep and went 28 yards. I think somebody did touch him, but I'm not sure who it was. They didn't tackle him, that's for sure. There's a man hurt for Columbia Sewell. Charles Moss, senior running tailback, run the tall sweep, cut it back, raced 28 yards and scored, and Lebanon leads 27-0.
Great move on the cutback as Charles had it clotted up on the far side of the field, and he makes a great cutback move just at the line of scrimmage. Touchdown for the Blue Devils.
And we're at Piggly Wiggly with Mr. Odell Bain to make a small presentation. On behalf of the Blue Devil Booster Club, LHS cheerleaders, coaches, players, and fans, we'd like to say thank you for your support and also present to you a souvenir stadium cushion as a token of our appreciation.
Thank you very much. This is just a small part that we can do for the Lebanon Blue Devils.
Awesome good. 28-0, Lebanon.
5, 4.
Lebanon scores their 4th touchdown tonight. This time Charles Moss, a 28-yard touchdown run. Lebanon goes 34 yards in 2 plays. Triplett with the extra point. 4:19 left in the 3rd quarter. 28-0 Lebanon.
Bryson kicks off, goes down to the 11, caught on 11. Trying to get outside, up to the 30, got outside, 35, 40, we knock him out of bounds on a 45. Excellent kickoff return by McGuire. as they had a new man in there. He got outside of our coverage over here, and we knocked him out of bounds on a 45. I think he caught it on about the 11, Terry. Pretty good return.
Good return by the sophomore. Showed some speed as Moscadelli looked like kind of got outside of Moscadelli. Phillips had to come over, kind of push him out of bounds on this near sideline.
4:12 to go, third quarter. Lebanon leads 28-0. Alls is a tackle. Cantrell's a nose man. Hastie's his tackle. They still got our starters in there. Take it, run a dive up the middle. Pretty good blocking by Columbia that time as they run right straight at Tony Cantrell. And like you said, that might be the best thing to do. They got about 4 out of it and got to the 49, 2nd and 6.
Well, Bruce running at him. At least, you know, if he goes left, you might have the option of going right, and you might miss him. But you let Tony get in a position where he can chase. He runs awfully well for a guy his size.
Zach Greer is now in at linebacker with Sellers. Greer's come in to give Rose a breather. 2nd down, 6 yards to go. Columbia checking off at the line possibly. Long count. Back to pass. Cooper looking. Got a man open out there, and he dropped it. And then we almost intercepted. Moscadelli was a defensive end, and he was back there covering that wide out. He simply dropped it, and that was number 17, Tim Poe. Pass was right on the money, but the ball was a little slick. Moscadelli, we had dropped the end off to cover.
We were in that nickel look with 4 defensive linemen, 2 linebackers, and we had that full complement of secondary people back there. So we had Moscadelli dropped off the line, pretty much like a banded linebacker.
Alls goes out. Bryson comes in at tackle. They take the ball, run it up the middle again. Got a pretty good hole. Sellers hit him on the 45, but he got a first down. They run it right straight at us again. Got the first down, dialed in all the way to the 45. Jay Sellers hit him, but he got a first down. 28-0, 3:14 in the third quarter. Columbia has had one pretty decent drive in the third quarter. Now they've started another one.
Good second effort by Dial. He just kept going forward and trying to bounce off folks. That extra effort got him the first down.
First down, Columbia on our 45. Cooper takes it, runs a tall sweep to Dial. He'll cut it inside and get 5 more. Rose hit him. Somebody else is down underneath hitting him. Hasty pushed him up 2. Coming out from under the pile, Moscadelli. Moscadelli's had a pretty good night playing that defensive end. He got 5 to the 40. Columbia running sweeps and running straight at us a little bit on this drive. Clock running, 2:33. We're ahead 28-0. Josh Hammond comes out of the huddle, big 250 center. They've moved Bryson to nose man. Cantrell's getting a breather. Bryson's gone to nose. 2nd and 5. They run the sweep, fake the sweep. Now they run it out of here. Gets away, zigs and zags, and gets a first down. He's down the sideline, knocked out of bounds somewhere around the 28-yard line. Great athletic ability by Cooper. He was hemmed in back on about the 42, and he carried that football all the way to Lebanon's 28. Good run, Terry Stafford.
12 yards on the run, Bruce, tonight. Cooper, 7 carries, 25 yards.
And, Bruce, we had a defensive end that stayed at home, but he was fighting with a blocker. Cooper, with that quick burst, got inside, did a little 360 move to get away from Ryan Alls, and it was down the sideline for the first down.
Columbia breaks out of the huddle, sends one wide to the left and one wide to the right. I said. Cooper, quarterback, calling signals, takes it, run the toss sweep. Here comes Sellers, missed him, and he bangs his way to the 25. Sellers was stunting, but he just didn't quite get there in time, and we knocked him down. Ricky Phillips came up and knocked him down on the 25, and he got about 4 out of that. From the 29 to the 25 and got 4. Columbia with their best drive of the night. 1:45 to go in the third quarter. Lebanon leading 28-0. They have almost given us all our points on either turnovers or bad snaps or something. 2nd down, take the ball, run their new tailback that just came in. He slants across the 25 and gets to the 23, and that was Pillow, and I'm sure that is Ronnie Pillow's brother.
Tarek Pillow, T-A-R-R-I-C-K, sophomore, 6'1", 185. Check it, he's a junior, and good body lean there is Pillow with a couple of good runs.
He gets inside the 25 on our 22.5, I guess. They need 3rd down. They need about 3. And it's 1 minute to go, third quarter. 28-0 Lebanon. Cooper, long count. 2 tight ends this time. 1 flanker out to the right. Run a dive. Ooh! We hit, and man, it 81 for Lebanon, and that is Troy Adams. He just simply uncorked Cooper. The fullback got killed too, but Adams decked Cooper for about a 2-yard loss back to the 24.
And here comes the rain, Bruce, as the sprinkles have started. Timeout on the field with 28 seconds to go in the third period. Lebanon leads Columbia by a score of 28-0. Yards the wrong way.
2 yards. He fell back on the 26, so they started on the 22.
Yeah.
And he was back several yards.
Tell Larry they gave us a bad spot of about 2 yards. Larry, here we go, fellas. Start it back, Bruce.
Here we go. Columbia is there. 4th down and 6 is the rank.
He's going to have to do one of them detergent commercials, see if he can get that clean. Yeah. Have you had that long? Back at Columbia, Lebanon leads by a score of 28-0. Tommy Bryan along with Bruce Skeen, Terry Stafford, and John Bryan on this tape delay broadcast.
Triplets looking at 2nd down and about 6. Runs a sweep there. Moss cuts it back in. 5 and 10 and a 1st down all the way to the 40. Moss, Charles Moss, another good gain. Runs the football all the way to the 40. Terry, Charles has carried the ball a lot. He's got pretty good yardage tonight.
You're right, Bruce. 14 carries tonight for Charles Moss, 80 yards.
And Bruce, he looks like the Charles Moss that you had on the freshman team. He really is looking for that cutback now. Got that nose down and getting it upfield and just taking whatever yardage he can get. He's got a good first step.
So he picks up 1st down, and he's running very hard tonight. The triplets back to pass. Looking, Mo Thompson wide open, 40. Mo's on the 50. Mo's to 45, 40, 35, 30. Out of bounds on the 25, and he's hit late. Knocked out of bounds on the 26, Mo Thompson. He went out there, run a curl, caught it on the 48, and then he raced all the way to Columbia's 26.